I look tired because it's currently 6 a.m. like the sun isn't even up yet. So yeah, I'm going to keep this intro short and sweet, but Lily SABRI recently came out with a collaboration with Linda Sun. Now I'm actually not subscribed to Linda Sun for no particular reason. I just don't like to watch other YouTubers who do similar videos as me because I feel like it influences me too much. It also makes me compare myself to them. Anyways, that's like a whole other story. She recently came out with a 7-day workout schedule with Linda Sun, and so I thought I would give it a shot. This video is going to be a little bit different from my previous workout results videos in the sense that I am going to be cooking and eating like them for the most part. Now, I add the whole "for the most part" at the end because both of them are intuitive eaters. So what that means is like nothing is off limits for them. When I say like I'm gonna be like eating like them, I'm saying more like, you know, for 1 to 2 meals during the day, I'll be cooking their recipes. Everything else will just kind of be done as I feel like it. I will leave the workout playlist that I created from the workout schedule, as well as the Google Doc that I use to meal prep and to type out the recipes. I just wanted it all in one place instead of having like 15 tabs open throughout the week. So I'll leave a link to both of those in the description box if you're interested. It's mostly eating like Lily SABRI, to be honest, because Linda doesn't really share a lot of her personal recipes, at least not what I've seen. I did watch a few videos of both of them in terms of what they eat in a day and everything, so did my research. It's mostly Lily's recipes, and because she's pescatarian, so she doesn't like eat any meat except for seafood, the groceries was expensive this week. To be fair, I'm cooking for 2 people, but most of our recipes are for 2 to 4 people to begin with, so...
But I feel like it is one of those things that I might have overbought because I didn't know how much I would need throughout the week. Like I kind of just guessed as opposed to like accurately measured.
But yeah, I'm also a little nervous because I don't typically wake up at 6 a.m. to work out and start eating this early, so it's going to be an interesting experiment for my body as well. So hopefully it works out, and let's just get right into the clips because I have no idea what I'm saying at this point. Okay, is it gonna work? Please work. Nope, didn't work. YouTube isn't working. I can't work out. 7 o'clock. I need to work out. How am I gonna do it? Because we were up so early, I definitely had to make my boyfriend make some coffee in the morning, so after I worked out, I could have a nice cup of coffee. Once I figured out the YouTube problem, or at least the way to bypass it, I started working out with a full body fat burn. Yep, my nose was quite itchy that day. Not quite sure why. And then we did burpees. That was really fun. I've never done weighted burpees before, and that was a whole new experience. Although I did feel very accomplished at the end, despite the fact that I looked dead. I've heard some people say that you shouldn't drink cold water after working out, but honestly, name a better feeling in the world. Well, actually, a better feeling in the world is taking off your resistance band at the end of the workout. Prove me wrong. FYI, if you work out daily like me, I really do recommend having a face towel nearby to just wipe the sweat off your face. And then the very first recipe I decided to try was Linda's protein pancakes, which I had heard so much about while doing research for this video. I was also making my boyfriend some eggs and bacon, so I made an extra slice for myself. And I'm just bored here while waiting for the pancakes to cook. Okay, moment of truth with these pancakes. I also added a slice of bacon because I was making my boyfriend eggs and bacon, so I wanted one. Wait. Added some chocolate chips, no maple syrup. I just wanted to try it with my almond butter. Okay, I don't think I can give you an opinion with the almond butter, so let me try it without. She didn't add vanilla extract. I think I'm gonna add it because I don't really taste anything. I smell the protein powder. I think the chocolate chip actually adds a little bit of flavor, but if you don't take a bite with chocolate chip in it, you won't taste anything. I made, I think, 6 pancakes, and I'm hungry, so I'm excited to eat. Do you want some? I think probably the almond butter didn't help. I'm so full right now. At least it's filling. Honestly, I was a little worried that it wouldn't be. I was worried that next time I'd make it, I have to double the recipe to be full, but nope. It's almost 2. It's been about 4 hours since I finished the pancakes, and I'm only starting to get hungry now, but I'm not hungry enough to actually have like a meal, and so I'm going to snack. So for the snacks, I decided to get a yogurt cup as well as a bowl of grapes because I just wanted something cold. And then right after eating both of those things, I probably got hungry again, so I decided to finish this bag of Trader Joe's almonds, which by the way, if you've never had, I highly recommend. For dinner, I made Lilly's loaded chickpea burgers, which was actually kind of painful to make because the ingredients was very dry, but once it was cooked and on my plate, it was so delicious and one of my favorite recipes from her. And actually, right before I was making dinner, I made some banana bread, which I will leave the link for the recipe in the description box because it is not Lilly's recipe. The sunrise is so pretty! Okay, I'm freezing. My legs are frozen. Day 2 of this workout schedule, and honestly, I was still feeling pretty motivated. I really had a great time on Monday, and I really do love Lilly's workouts, especially when they incorporate weights. I just feel so much more of a burn, and it just feels way more satisfying, and I don't really know what face I was making there. I remember the first time I did her workouts, I thought my 3 pounds weight was not going to be enough, but it is way too much sometimes. My thigh hurts more than my butt. Am I doing it wrong? I was sweaty earlier, but this is just from butt and abs. Okay, it's actually really liquidy, so I don't know how this is going to turn out. Here is my baking tray with bananas. I don't know about you, but when it comes to making a healthy recipe, I always like to overload on the healthy aspects, like the blueberries. Ooh, that actually came out really easily. Okay, it's a little moist.
Not a big blueberry guy.
I'm dating a weird person. How's it?
That's good. But hear me out. Okay. Oh, that's good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Wow, he never says it's good twice in a row. So it must be really good.
It's good. I don't know, I think it's
3 times in a row.
Okay. I won't say.
He said it's good like 6 times now, so it must be good. It's not bad. I think without that amount of blueberries, you don't taste anything.
Well, yeah, the blueberry is very pronounced.
And I'm glad I added coconuts on the top, but I'm definitely gonna need another slice. Second slice. So even though I had 2 and then later I had a 3rd slice, it might sound like a lot, but honestly, it wasn't very filling. So 3 slices was actually the perfect amount for me, and obviously this half a banana. Because I had 3 slices, I wasn't really hungry until later in the day, and then I had quite a few bowls of freshly made popcorn before making her Cajun prawns and the quinoa recipe for dinner, which was actually surprisingly delicious. Oh, the prawns are good. And I never used to like quinoa before because it was just so tasteless, but honestly, this recipe makes quinoa so good. Quinoa is good too. This is good. Oh, I have to work out. Leave me alone. I honestly wasn't sure why I didn't record myself working out, but I'm thankful because this video is already really long. But for breakfast, I had a loaded avocado toast, which was so delicious and filling. But I did get a little hungry earlier, so I decided to try her baked sweet potato, chickpea, and garlic recipe. But I kind of skipped some of the steps because the groceries for this week was already so expensive, and it wasn't great because I skipped some of the steps. I honestly had to throw away half of it and just eat some grapes to kind of cleanse my palate. What was actually so delicious on this day was her healthy tuna pasta bake, which, oh my god, I am 100% making this again. It is just so delicious and so cheesy and so filling. I did actually have a second bowl, but I still had some room for some banana bread at the end of the day. I look forward to this all day. Day 4, which means tomorrow is a rest day, so I was excited, and yes, I was super tired on this day. Waking up at 6 a.m. every day is not easy at all. But I will say the workouts on this day was actually one of my favorites out of all 7 days. I don't quite know why, it just felt more satisfying and I enjoyed it. Despite the painful faces I make. Yep, it had snowed overnight and it was still snowing, so because it was cold and because there was snow, I wanted something warm and cozy, so I decided to have my apple cinnamon granola. And an orange, which my camera kept falling. It was kind of annoying, but honestly this clip is kind of funny. So good. And on this day, the company that I work for was doing an at-home holiday party, so we did some pretzel dipping, and obviously I ate a lot of chocolate-covered pretzels. And because the party was kind of cutting into my dinner time, by the time dinner was ready, I wasn't really hungry anymore because I had snacked on so much pretzels. So all I had was 2 pieces of chicken and some cucumber salad. I promise I usually eat more for dinner. Forgive my current appearance. I look like a mess, and this is also not a very flattering angle. And that's my boyfriend blowing his nose. So it's Friday, and it's her rest day, but she does have this 30-day like stretch, which I am going to do because, not because I like stretching, literally just because I just feel stiff all over, and I think it'll help me become more flexible in the future. The reason why I'm doing like a check-in like this is literally because I'm on my period. Well, okay, I'm not on my period, but I know it's coming by how tired I'm feeling. I'm always getting my period when I'm about to start a new workout. It's like honestly getting kind of annoying. So we'll see how my eating habits are gonna be like today, because usually the first few days of my period I am quite lax with myself, which I think is totally fine, and I'm not like chastising myself or anything in front of the camera, but just FYI. So I 100% forgot to film my oatmeal and my coffee this morning. Did you just say shut up? Yeah, I forgot to film my breakfast, but I'm taking out the pretzels I made yesterday. Got them to warm a little bit before I eat them because I am on my period and I don't like to eat cold things, but I really want those later. For lunch, I had some leftover chickpea burgers, which was still just as delicious as leftovers. And because I had mild cramps, I had to use my heat pad and eat those pretzels, which was so delicious and satisfied all my sweet cravings. Chamomile tea is also my savior when I'm on my period. And I was really craving pizza, so instead of making the meal that we originally were going to make for dinner, I just decided we should just get pizza, and it was so worth it. Day 6, and honestly, out of all 7 days, this was my favorite day. I just loved boxing, and I loved that it was incorporated in this workout, and I definitely felt like my arms were getting a really tough workout, especially with the weights. And because I had 3-point weights, oh my god, my arms and my shoulders were so sore, and you can see all the faces I'm making here. But this workout was honestly so good, and I can foresee myself coming back to this day and this workout for a while. Most of the time, I'm not a huge fan of Lily SABRI workouts, but I will say that her arm workouts, especially with weights, are seriously some of the best that I've done within the YouTube fitness realm. Like honestly, I come back to them all the time. And I know my face looks so painful in some of these clips, but I swear it's good pain. And even though my arms are sore for the rest of the day, I just feel so accomplished, and I love seeing my arms bulk up slowly but surely. Guys, I forgot to film my oatmeal again. This time I literally had no excuse because the oatmeal was sitting on my desk while I was doing other things. I just completely blanked. But basically I had blueberry oatmeal with granola, almond flakes, coconut flakes, and that was it. It was honestly delicious. So sorry, oh my god. I'm failing at this. This filming myself everyday thing is not ending well. Yep, I still had some chocolate covered pretzels left, and I finished them on this day, as well as having a banana, so, you know, balance, right? And then I had some peanut M&Ms, which now that I'm talking about them and watching them on my screen, I'm probably going to eat some off of this voiceover. And for dinner, we just had some leftover pizza, which was just as good after being heated up in the oven. Last day, and honestly, I was so excited to get this week over and done with, but I was also excited about the workout because it did involve weights, and I loved seeing how strong I had become throughout this entire week. Another one of my favorite feelings is right after the workout, just sitting there and letting my heart rate slow down. It's so satisfying. And then I made Linda's protein pancakes again, this time adding half a teaspoon of vanilla extract and some blueberries, as well as the maple syrup, of course. Okay, moment of truth. Tastes better with the half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Forgot to film myself eating dinner.
Oops.
Okay, well, can you leave so I can film? So I had a bowl of grapes. And then I had an entire dish of chicken pad thai from Uber Eats, which I was so hungry, so I completely forgot to film it. It was delicious. I'm like really full right now. The banana bread that I just baked, the same one as earlier this week, is currently cooling. I don't know if I'll be eating any. I might have like a really thin slice. So I'm just going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next Sunday for whatever video it is. Bye.